In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 3 underrated foundations for mature skin. So if you are over 35, over 40, these 3 foundations just do not get talked about that much, and they do cover different skin types, different price ranges, and different coverage levels and finishes. And you're also going to get 3 additional foundation recommendations because this video is a collab with my friend Risa from Risa Does Makeup. I know a lot of you probably already follow her. We have not done a collaboration in a while. So if you're not familiar with her, you need to be. She's also in her mid-40s. She is super relatable and has great makeup technique because she is a former makeup artist. She has great videos covering everything from foundation to hooded eye techniques that bring a lot of value to the table. She's just so genuine. We talk every single day, multiple times a day. It's just great to have someone to help you balance things when you do something like YouTube. And she keeps it real. She's very honest on her channel, which I know you guys appreciate. And we do have some collaborations planned down the line as well, which I'm very excited about. I know you guys are going to get some great value out of those videos that we have planned. So after you finish this video, head over to Risa's channel, check out the 3 foundations she's mentioning, and subscribe to her if you are not subscribed. And if you're new to my channel, if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here today. I would love it if you would stick around, hit that subscribe button, and become part of the family. So let's get into this. I am not sure which one I'm going to cover first, so I think I'll just start with the one I have on my face. When Risa and I decided to do this video, when we came up with this concept, this foundation came to mind immediately. But I was really nervous to recommend it to you because every single time I've been to the Sephora website over the past few weeks, it's been on major markdown, which made me think it was being discontinued. So I reached out to the company to ask them about it and about some of the shades that are out of stock, and they have assured me it is not being discontinued. They just marked it down on Sephora to be more competitive with the big brands that are out there. Now, every time I see this foundation mentioned from anyone, they rave about it. So it really does need a lot more attention than it gets, for sure. And this is one that I definitely feel works great for multiple skin types. This is the Stellar Limitless Foundation. It's normally $38, but it's been marked down to $19. I think, yeah, $19 for several weeks. So this would be a great time to get it, especially with the Sephora event going on right now. There are 35 shades in this foundation. I'm in the shade S03. It is a little bit light for me. I think I could probably go a hair deeper. I've been mixing in my Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy serum drops to make it just a little bit deeper. They do say on the website that it is good for all skin types. I would totally agree with that. They do claim that the Stellar Limitless Foundation has medium to full buildable coverage and that it gives a satin radiant finish. Now, I have oily combination skin, so it's kind of rare for me to find a foundation that has that radiant finish that I really, really like. That's a truly special foundation right there because as an oily combination skin girl, I tend to make my own dew and glow throughout the day. This is one that just really looks beautiful on my skin. This is a foundation that is so thin and easy to apply. It applies super quickly and initially gives medium coverage, but you can easily build this up and get really nice coverage. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look heavy. It just gives a beautiful, natural, radiant finish, but it doesn't make me look greasy. I mean, I can see there is some radiance going on my face. I've had this on for several hours now. I haven't touched up once, and I really like the way it looks. If I just saw this on paper, even though it says it works for all skin types, I would think it was geared more towards normal or dry skin. But I am so happy that this works for my oily combination skin. So I do agree that this works for all skin types. I think it looks beautiful. It doesn't settle into lines during the day. It doesn't accentuate pores. It just looks beautiful and natural and covers well and evens the skin. It just does everything that you want a natural looking radiant finish foundation to do. And I feel like this company is just trying to keep up with the big players out there. So this would be a great time to pick up this foundation. It's at a great price. There are some shades that are out of stock on the Sephora website. If they don't have it there, I think you can get it from the Stellar website. As I do in all my videos, I'll have the links for everything I talk about and everything I'm wearing down in the drop down description box below the video so that you can look for any more information you'd like on any of these products. It's very stormy out, so I'm having some lighting issues, so please ignore that if you're seeing me go from orange to say green or yellow. We're just gonna have to roll with it. So this next one I was really torn on because I couldn't choose between two options. I think both are great. One is only about $5 more than the other, and they're both great matte options. One just gives more of a soft mattifying appearance, so that's why I'm recommending the one that I'm recommending. Because I think even if you have normal or dry skin, every now and then your T-zone might be an issue and you might want something that's a little bit mattifying. So I wanted to give you guys an option, plus those of you who are like me and have oily combination skin and you really do need some mattifying and want it to look good on aging skin, mature skin, and not accentuate what you don't want it to. This is the Sephora Matte Perfection Tinted Moisturizer. I did a little math with this because it is regularly $18. Because the Sephora event is going on right now and you can still sign up and get this discount. If you are BI level, you would be able to get this for $16.20. If you are VIB, you would be able to get this for $15.30. If you are Rouge, $14.40. That is the price of a lot of drugstore foundations, and this is really, really good. There are 16 shades. I am in the shade 7 Linen. It says on the back of this that this gives sheer to medium buildable coverage. I would agree with that. Usually when I see that description on something, I feel like that means it's really going to give me sheer to light coverage. But this is pretty customizable. I find that it applies really well with anything. I don't say that often. I find that most foundations, tinted moisturizers, BB creams, CC creams, whatever it is, I usually prefer to use a damp sponge. I just think it looks better on the skin. It's quicker. There's never any streaks to worry about. I just prefer a sponge. With this, I can use anything. My fingers, a brush, a sponge. It doesn't matter. It looks beautiful either way, and it allows me to customize the coverage for whatever kind of mood I'm in that day. It really melts into the skin in such a beautiful way, and it's super weightless. It blurs the pores. It doesn't settle into fine lines. It's long wearing. I described this in my foundation roundup. That is the video where I reviewed this. I will link that down below as well. I'll try and put a card somewhere here so you can head there easily after the video. I had called this a cross between Dior Backstage Foundation, which is one of my top favorites, and the Chanel Lumiere Velvet Foundation. You know how you apply them and they're so thin, but they cover well and kind of even out imperfections and blur the pores and just look really beautiful. It's like you don't think that they can cover and make your skin look as pretty as they do because they're so thin, but they do. That's what this reminded me of. And I love that because it's a tinted moisturizer, it does hydrate your skin, but it doesn't add oiliness or greasiness or anything that would be bothersome to someone with my skin type. So I will have links to all of these products down below, and I will be including the other option that I almost put in here. The reason why I didn't is simply because I just felt like it was a little bit more mattifying, which can be a problem for those of you who are a little bit more mature. I think a lot of us are preferring a more soft matte look, but that will be down below if you want more mattifying with still looking natural. This next foundation is super underrated. I barely hear about it. I hear about other products from this line quite frequently. The CC cream in particular is talked about constantly, and I feel like those people who don't like the CC cream just feel like they won't like this foundation either, or that it will be very similar. It's not. I happen to like both, but I like both for very different reasons. I have a review on this foundation. I also have a video on which foundation to choose from the brand because it's kind of hard to discern which foundation you would like because there are so many. So the brand is IT Cosmetics, and this is by Bylines Foundation. Do you guys hear people talking about this a lot? Because I don't, and I think it's super underrated. By Bylines is $38 for 1 ounce of product, and there are 7 shades. I am in the shade medium, which is what I wear in the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. I think most of us kind of know by now how IT Cosmetics works with their shades. They work it to where their shades span several different skin tones. I do wish they would increase their shade range, but that does not negate from how great this foundation is. This is also supposed to be good for all skin types. It is thicker than the other two formulas that I showed you. They have very thin consistencies when you squirt them out. This one is kind of a thicker, moussey consistency, but it applies super quickly and super easily. I really do like using a brush with this, which is kind of odd for me. Like I said earlier, I'm usually a sponge girl, but this works really well with a brush. There are a lot of people who find the IT Cosmetics CC Cream to be a little bit heavy, a little bit thick. It's just kind of too much for their skin. If you are one of those people, or even if you like it and you just want something that is a little bit lighter, this is going to be for you. This gives sheer to medium coverage. It doesn't feel like anything on the skin. It looks very, very satiny on my skin, at least until I set it. Once I set it, it just gives a soft, kind of demi-matte finish. Not quite as radiant as the Stellar, not quite a soft matte finish like the Sephora. It makes my skin look healthy and brighter, and it lasts throughout the day. I call this a healthy skin foundation. It makes my skin look and feel good when I wear this. It has beneficial ingredients in it, and it wears away gracefully when it does wear away. This is a great natural everyday foundation when you don't want something that is medium, full, or full coverage, but when you want something that is still just going to make your skin look really healthy and really pretty. It doesn't settle into lines. It doesn't accentuate anything bad that I don't want accentuated. It does make my pores look really nice, and it is called an anti-aging skin smoothing foundation with invisible coverage. I really like this. I never hear anybody talking about it. I think it's great. I love being able to share underrated finds with you because I know that you will love these products as much as I do, and they just don't get enough attention. But I also love getting recommendations from you too, so please leave me comments down below. Let me know what your favorite underrated foundations are that you don't hear talked about enough. I have an entire list going of skincare and makeup products that are underrated that you love that I still need to try. I did a video on that where I tried a bunch of my subscribers' underrated favorites, and it was a lot of fun. I do intend to keep doing those periodically, so leave me comments down below. I hope you enjoyed hearing my 3 underrated foundation picks for mature skin. And if you have not seen Risa's video yet, hop over to her video, tell her I said hello, and subscribe to her channel if you're not. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please hit that subscribe button and become part of the family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.